Chicago financial officials are recommending steps to pay off the high-interest debt that the city has incurred. But those recommendations could come at the expense of financially struggling Chicagoans. WTTW News reporter Heather Sharon joins us now with more. Hey, Heather. So Chicago's chief financial officer recommends using half of the $1.9 billion federal relief funds coming from the American Rescue Plan to balance the 2020 and 2021 budgets. So that's $965 million. In federal relief funds for that cause. The mayor had said in the past she was hoping for this money to help balance those budgets, especially to mitigate some of this controversial scoop and toss borrowing. So how does this do that?
Well, basically, it cancels all of the high interest debt that the city council agreed to borrow to keep the city's budget out of the red and to prevent services from being slashed and taxes from being raised sky high. So essentially what this is as if it's a credit card that you're maxing out every month and you're only making the minimum payment. Now, this was high interest debt that was going to be paid off over the next 30 years. And the mayor's position is that it threatens the city's long-term financial health, and the city has to take advantage of the federal relief package to cancel that debt. But some aldermen weren't really thrilled about it.
And explain some of the feedback or pushback that she's getting from some aldermen who I assume would like a lot of this money to go directly to residents.
So what a lot of aldermen want to do is to take this money and use it to make direct payments to Chicagoans who are struggling to pay their rent, to keep their businesses afloat, and to provide services that the city hasn't been able to during the pandemic and even before. What's different about this relief package than previous relief packages is that there are fewer rules attached to how the city uses this money. It can't use it to pay the city's pension debt, and it can't use it to lower taxes. But as far as we know so far, that's about the only restriction. So the aldermen see this as a way to address sort of the systemic inequity that the pandemic has really shown. But the mayor says the city has bigger and more long-term problems to focus on.
And the city already was up to its ears in debt, and this latest round of borrowing certainly put the city in a worse position. All right, Heather, thank you very much. And stay right there for Spotlight Politics, because as you know, that's up right next. And you can read Heather's story on our website. It's all at WTTW.com/news.